Uh, Hi guys, so good morning everyone. Morning. Morning guys, I'm audible. Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fine guys. So let's just proceed with the session. So in yesterday's class, what is the topic we have seen in yesterday's class? Arrays we have completed, right? That is how to declare one-dimensional, two-dimensional, three-dimensional, and n-dimensional. How to deal with those arrays by using a looping statements in the loop. What and all you have to mention. Okay. And apart from that, user-defined array we have seen, and how we can create a different types of array and different types of data types we can store inside that. So let's just proceed with our new topic. Take down the heading as strings. Ready? Take down as strings. Okay. Strings. See here, string is one of the most important topic of the entire Java. Okay. If you see alone on the strings, more than 90+% of questions can be created in an end. Alone on the string concept. Those many types of questions we can easily create. So string plays very vital. Now, when come to the string is a data type in Java, and as well as it is a inbuilt class. String is not actually a data type, it is a class. Okay, what does string do? It is going to store a group of characters. Already we have written so many things, right? So like this will declare string str. Okay, str is equals to hi. Means what is happening? More than one character if you want to store, then what we'll do? We'll declare a data type as string. Okay, and only one thing you should be aware of that. Whenever we are declaring more than one character, it should be enclosed by double quotes. If single quote, it is a character and it should be a single character. And if it is more than one character, it should be enclosed by double quotes. This is what we call it as a string. Now, apart from that, there are different ways how we can create a string. Okay, that is different ways of creating string. Okay, which are those? What are those? Let's see here. Very first thing here is I would like to create a string. String str is equals to I. One way. This is the one way how we can create a string. The another way is nothing but that is string str is equals to new string of again I. Means what is happening? I'm trying to create a string without new keyword and with new. Since I told string is a class, right? How do we create an object of a class? This is the way how we create a class object, right? The same way I'm creating a string object. Apart from that, there is one more way how we can create a string here. I'll tell character array C is equals to, let me tell here as A, B, and C. Okay, and I'll put the semicolon here. I'll tell string str is equals to new string of until here are C. Then what will happen? A group of characters will merge and it will become a string. Okay, so this is the one way, this is the second way, this is the third way how we can create a strings in Java. Very important thing you should be aware of that in the string is that strings in the Java are immutable. Strings in Java are immutable. Then what is this mutable? What is this immutable? If you ask me, see here, once the strings are declared in Java, okay, you cannot modify the data. Okay, you cannot modify. For an example, like it will act as like a final variable. Okay, what is final variable? Once a variable is declared as a final, it will act as a constant. The value cannot be changed. The same thing will happen in the string also. That is, once here I have declared string str is equals to hi. Now, if I try to make the changes here, it will not make the changes in the same object. It will create a new object. So remember one thing, in the Java, all the strings are immutable. Sir, is it any possible way we can create a mutable strings? Yes, there is possibility. But in the Java, strings are immutable. Understanding? Heading you take down as a strings. Heading strings you take down. And below that you write down as string is a collection of characters. String is a collection of characters. Collection of characters enclosed within the double quotes. Enclosed within the double quotes. Okay. Second point you write down. In case of Java, strings is a object. Strings is a object. Remember this point. Okay, strings is an object because I'll show you something. Okay, string is an object. Next point to write down below that, we can create a string. We can create a string. With the help of new keyword and without new keyword. We can create a string with the help of new keyword and without the help of new keyword. Without the help of new keyword. Okay. Next point you write down. Strings are immutable in Java. Strings are immutable in Java. Okay. Below that, otherwise in the bracket you write down. Once the string objects are initialized. Once the string objects are initialized, they do not change. They do not change. They do not change. Okay. Next heading you write down as different ways of creating a string and copy this. Third one is what? The reference of this array I'm passing as a parameter. Okay, that's third one. Sorry? Different way of this is also a possibility. The reference of this array will pass as a argument. Completed? Completed. Okay. Now, can I erase this one? See here, now one point I'm telling you very important. Look at here carefully. When it comes to the memory tag, we are aware of in the Java what are those? One is the stack memory, next is the heap memory, next is the native memory. Native memory we have not discussed till now in this match, that leave it. So we are aware of stack and heap memory. Local variables created where we are aware of and where are instance variable created we are aware. Yes or no? So, पता है ना? Stack और heap के बारे में. Okay. See here, now whenever you create a string of objects, where exactly in which memory it creates, if you ask me, it is going to get created in a heap memory. It will get created in a heap memory. In the heap memory also, there is one special place called, like this one place is there, we call it as string constant pool. Okay, there is a place called string constant pool. Inside this one, string objects are getting. Whenever you create a string, it will go to the heap memory. Why heap memory? Remember, whenever we create an object, it will get created in the heap memory. And I told that strings are object in Java. Yes or no? So definitely it should come to the heap memory. In the heap memory, when you create a string, there is a place called string constant pool. Inside that it will be created. Okay, very first point, that is it creates inside a string constant pool. Second point, no duplicates are allowed. Means you have already created a string called BJS here. Okay, now you try to create one more string. The duplicate BJS will not be created. Even though you try to create one object which will be pointing to here, one more time you try to create the same object will point to the same object. Okay, which a different object will point to the same reference here, but instead of that, it will not refer to the new object. Understanding what I'm telling? In the string constant pool, duplicate values are not. Got the clarity? Now, one more point we have learned, that is whatever are present in the heap area, okay, definitely someone will be pointing from here to that object. If this bond is broken, then what will happen? Garbage collector will come and collect those values. Yes or no? We have seen this one, right? But here one speciality is there, that is, even though no one is pointing to this particular string object, then it will not get deallocated. Okay, until unless you remove it, it will not get deallocated. It will be present in your heap memory. Okay, write down the heading as string constant pool. Heading as string constant pool. First point under that you write down as string constant pool is a region. String constant pool is a region. Is a region present inside a heap area. Present inside a heap area. Second point. Only string objects get created. Only string objects. Only string objects get created inside this region. Only string objects get created inside this region. Next point you write down. No duplicate copies are allowed inside this region. No duplicate copies are allowed. No duplicate copies are allowed inside this region. Next point. Next point. Even if no one is referring, even if no one is referring to the string object, even if no one is referring to the string object in this region, the memory does not get deallocated. Okay, just copy this diagram.
तो भी ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट होता है वो कैसे क्रिएट होता है कौन सा वीडियो हाँ उसको बिना क्लिक करने सही से होगा वो दिखाऊंगा ठीक है
Done. Okay, guys. Now look at here. I'll write on program here. Class main public static void main. Okay. I'll tell here as string str is equals to abc. Okay. I'll close the bracket main method and the class. Now, how does this works here? Okay. How does this work, or where is the memory get allocated? See here. Assume that this is my stack. Okay, and this is my heap memory. Okay, and we know that in the heap memory, when we are dealing with the string, we will have something called string constant pool. Okay, outside a string constant pool is something called string non-constant. ये string constant pool हो गया, इसके बाद string non-constant. This much is clear. So what will happen? Control will come and hit the main method first. Okay, whenever control hits the main method, an activation record for the main method will be created. And name I'll give it as something called main. Here, after that, what is happening here? One variable are created. Variable where it is creating inside a class, inside a method. It means it is a local variable. Then what I'll tell here as str, a variable will be created inside a activation record of the main method. And one object is getting created on string object where I told it will be created string constant. I'll tell you that something called ABC will be created. Let me tell this one as memory as 2000, and here it will be something called 2000, and this object will be pointing to this object. Am I clear? This is how it will be created in the memory. Am I clear? Quickly copy this. Completed. Right along with the diagram. Done. Now, I would like to create a string in a second different way. That is, until string str is equals to new string of ABC. One more way of creating an object. This time, how it will be created? Let me show you. Carefully listen. Simple, right? Okay, guys. Now, what will happen? First, control will come and hit the main method. So, activation record of the main method will be created here, and name I'll give it as something called main. Now, when trying to deal with this one, you need to first it will check whether string object is getting created with the new keyword or without new keyword. Previously, without new keyword, so we saw that. Now, this time it is creating with the new keyword. So, what happens here is first object will be created in the heap area outside a string non-constant. Okay, I'll tell it as something called ABC will be created. Okay, now what is that? This memory, it is created as memory, let me tell 2000 here. Okay, so I'm storing that object in the str until str will be there and it will be containing 2000 and it will be pointing to this object. Along with that, what will happen? Whenever you create an object, string object with the new keyword, it will create an object outside a string constant pool. It will return the address and the copy of the same object will be returned inside a string constant pool. Got the clarity? A copy of this object will be also stored in string constant. Now don't ask why, sir. I don't know. It is what Java happening. Clear? Huh? Is it clear? Copies. Okay, below that you write down as a note point. Whenever we create a string object, with the help of new keyword, whenever we create a string object, with the help of new keyword, comma, a string object will be created. Outside a string constant pool. And its address is written. and its address is written, and a copy of string object, a copy of string object, a copy of string object will be written inside a string constant. Otherwise, it will be stored inside a string constant. A copy of string object will be stored inside a string constant. Returned or stored, both are same. Returned or stored inside a string constant. Clear? Hey, online students, understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I'll write a program. You should tell me how many objects will be created in string constant pool, how many objects will be created outside a string constant. You know, right? New means where it will create, without new means where it will create. String str2, let me tell str1, I'll tell as ABC. Now tell me. लिखो लिख के बताओ. Done. One inside a string constant, Pula. That's it, Sarfraz.
3, total 3.
Then you're wrong. Hmm?
Yes. Total 2.
फिर से बताओ, फिर से बोलो.
Total 2 object will be
Okay.
created. One inside constant pool and one outside constant pool. Because duplicate are not allowed in.
Okay, great. Good. Okay, right. So now look at here. First, let's come back here. ABC with the help of new keyword. So object will be created, address will be returned, a copy will be created in string constant pool. Let me tell this one as str. Okay, I'm telling str2. str2 means reference has definitely has to be created. str2. Now inside this one, what is that I'm telling ABC? ABC already present here. Now inside this one more ABC should I create? I should write now. No. Why? Because duplicates are not allowed. So what will happen? If this object, this memory will be definitely pointing to the same object. Now what is the memory address of this one? See here, there is something called interim method. Interim method. INTERM. Interim or something is there. Okay, I'll show you that method name. So that method is there. If you use that method, what it will do? No, it will return you the address of an object which are present in string constant. Okay. Now here it returns this address. It is storing inside a string constant pool. This address is not present here, but somewhere in the memory it will be present, right? That address, if you want, you can use that interim method and you can get it. So let me take for an example. This has a 3000 and this has a 3000. Am I clear? How many objects are present inside a string constant pool? One outside, one not outside. You people have written this one. Copy fast. Okay. That's fine, sir, for us, no problem. Completed? Done, na? Shall I give one more program?
Yes, sir, completed.
Okay. Write down for this one. All three are ABC. Small ABC. Quickly. I want how many are present inside a string constant pool, how many are outside a string constant pool.
Sir, 3 in non-constant pool and 1 in constant pool.
Okay, very good. Write down program and diagram both. Now you'll remember, later you'll forget. So write down. Huh? Are you sure? Please, done? Okay. So what will happen? Here one more ABC and ABC will be created. Instead of this pointing to this one, here str3 I'll create. Let it be something called 4000. This will be pointing to this object. This will be pointing to this object. Like this it will be created. Okay. 3 outside a string constant pool and everyone has a common copy inside a string constant. Am I clear? Okay, next one. Now
1.
One na inside. Okay. शशि कितने कहाँ कहाँ क्रिएट होगा एसएनसीपी ध्यान दो थोड़ा ठीक से हम क्या न्यू कीवर्ड के साथ क्रिएट कर रहे हैं क्या हाँ तो एसएनसीपी में कैसे आ जाएगा
Only one will be created.
Yes.
CP.
Correct. Yes. Online, what and all you have given answer in the chat box, it is correct. समझे सुशी? Guys, completed. So answer for this one is nothing will be created outside a string constant pool. All the three will be pointing to the same object inside a string constant. That I believe now you got the clarity. New means where it will create, without new means where it will create, and where duplicates are allowed, where duplicates are not. Am I clear? Okay. Now I'll write one program now. I'll tell you as okay. I'll write it as string str1 is equals to new string of abc. Okay. I tell string str2 is equals to new string of again abc. Okay. All right. System dot out dot println str1 equal to str2. Now tell me, are str1 str2 both same? Here ABC is there, here also ABC is there. I am telling str1 is equal to str2, both are same.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir, no? Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Output should be true or false here? True or? Your head up. It is false. Just now you learned, right? Whenever you are telling new keyword, what does it will do? It will create outside a string constant pool, copies written. One more time new means one more copy will be created and same object reference means copy is written. Now, since new keyword means str contains the address of the object which is present outside a string constant pool. One more str2 means again outside a string constant pool. Stack. Okay, and I'll tell it as something called heap. This is my main method. Here I'll tell str1, str2. This is my heap memory. I'll tell ABC, and again ABC. Let me tell 2000, 3000, and here 2000. It will be pointing to this one. This will be 3000. This will be pointing to this one, ABC. Clear? Like this it will be created. Now I am telling str1 means what is that? 2000. str2 is equals to 3000. Tell me, is 2000 equal to 3000? I know what is the trap was there, that you thought it will check content ABC, so you told true. No, here it will check
Memory, it also check memory location.
address. It will check the address and it is returned the false. If it was an integer variable, at that time it was true. But in the string, it will not check the content. If you use equals here, double equals here, it will check the memory address. So output of this program is false. Clear? Copy this along with the diagram.
Sir, it checks reference or values.
Reference, that is address.
Okay, sir.
To check the content, there is one more thing. I'll show you that.
For integers, it will check address or values.
What?
For integers, it will check address or values.
it will check the content values which is present inside a variable. That is a is equal to, you just tell it as, because there is no concept of string constant pool there, it will come now. You just tell a is equals to 10, b is equals to 10. Again, you check a equal to b means it will check the content. It will not check the address of a and b. Okay. But in the string, it will check the address.
Okay.
Done? Done? In the same program, if I remove the new string here, just keep ABC, ABC at that time, guys. This one. It is true or false?
True.
True or false?
True, sir.
विषय क्या आएगा? false आ जाएगा. कैसे? एड्रेस चेक करेगा तो फॉल्स आ जाएगा ना. See here, I am telling, just go with the flow in the Java. What is happening where? That's it. Now look at here. This is stack. This is my heap memory. This is a string constant. Okay. Now in the activation record, what happens here? str1 will be created. Since I am not creating a string without the help of new keyword, ABC will be created, and let me tell 2000, it is pointing to this memory of. Am I clear? First one. In the second one, I am telling str2. str2, again I am creating ABC without using new keyword, means it will create inside a string constant. It should create na. But duplicate are not allowed. Remember, if duplicate are not allowed, means this will also point to the same object. Don't tell me str contains what is the memory address? 2000. str2 contains what? 3000. कहाँ से आ जाएगा यार 3000? 2000 ही ये इसी में जाके पॉइंट कर रहा है ना.
Wasn't.
This also contain 2000. This also contain 2000. The answer should be true. Here, duplicate cannot be created, but somewhere it should refer right, so it will point to the same object. Hence, it is true. कैसे चेंज हो जाएगा? ये जहां स्टोर होगा ये चेंज होगा. ये जो मेमोरी स्टोर जो स्पेस में रहेगा वो चेंज होगा. लेकिन इसके अंदर ये क्या कंटेन कर रहा है वो चेक करते हैं ना. हम str1 2000 के अंदर स्टोर कर रहे हैं, str2 भी 2000 स्टोर कर रहा है, तो इन दोनों को चेक कर रहे हैं. लेकिन ये हीप मेमोरी कहीं और स्टोर होगा, ये डेफिनेटली कहीं और स्टोर. ठीक है ना. You want me to execute and show you these things? One second, guys. Yeah. Done? Okay, I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay. I'll tell which one from the new keyword. I'll tell new string. Okay. And inside this one, I'll tell something called ABC.
and create a reference as str1. Okay, similarly, I'll tell this one as str2, and what I'll do, I'll tell str1 equal to str2. So output should be what, guys? False, right? Yes or no?
False.
Am I getting false here? Yes or no, guys? Why
Yes.
or what happened?
Yes, sir.
Someone scolded, huh? No energy only. Okay, now answer should be true, right?
True.
Can you see here? True, it is coming.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now, I want to check the content irrespective of the memory address. At that time, what you have to do here is, you should not make use of a, what is that? Double equal to, you should make use of a equals method. EQUALS, equals method in the Java. Okay. Okay. I'll just come here. I'll close this one. You can see here. Now, irrespective of the memory address, it will check the content. If both the content is same, ABC, both are same, you should return what? True. So, I'll run this one, and you can see here, output is true. And what I'll do, I'll make use of a new keyword. Then also it should return me the same output. I'll tell str1 dot equals method. And what I'll tell here is, now this time also, it should be true only. I'll run as Java application. You can see true. Got the clarity? Even though I'm using new keyword, it is true. Why? Because I'm checking the content this time, not the memory address. Clear? Dot equals method. Copy. Content. Yeah. Same. Okay. Fine, guys. So let's proceed and check the next concept here. Now, let's deal with the, see here, in the equals method only, there is something else also. See here, if I make here as capital C, now tell me, the content is same? No?
No,
It
sir.
is different?
Yes, sir.
The content is same, but the case, uppercase, lowercase differs. At that time, what will happen? Even though if you run here, you can see here, it will return you the false value. Equals method means the content should be same, and even the case sensitivities. Upper means upper, lower means lower only it should there. Then only it will return you true. As a note, you write down. equals method,
Sir, please can you repeat it?
EQUALS equals method checks the content and case sensitivity if both are same. If both are same, it returns true, otherwise false. Returns true, otherwise it returns false. Okay, then where most of the times you can use this equals method, I believe you know. Sometimes, see here, you want to check, you want to fetch the value from the database like password. Okay, what user has entered the same password exactly, even the case sensitivity is matching. At that time to check, you can use a equals method. Okay, now there is something called equals ignore case. Can you see here equals ignore case method here?
Sir, please, can you repeat last time about equals, whatever you told, can you repeat
See
again?
here, where exactly equals method use is, where are multiple places. For an example, I have taken as a password. Now, when you enter the password, even though the password content is same, it should also match the case sensitive. You should, entering the password, you might have seen, right? At least one uppercase should contain, one number should contain one special character. Like this, what happens? And during checking the passwords, equals method is very important. You can use it. Why? Because it checks the content along with the case sensitivity. Okay. Now, some places, what should happen? Only content is sufficient, case sensitive can be ignored. Okay, at that place you can use the method called equals ignore case. Now see here, even though the case is not matching, it will return you the true value. See here, ABC, AB, capital C is there. Even though case sensitivity is not matching, but the content is matching, at that time you can use equal ignore case. Can you give me one example? In which place can I use this equal ignore case? Mail ID, very good. Very good. It is correct answer. Now, have you ever tried to log in the something called Google by using an email ID? You log in, right? You give email ID in small case, it will log in. You give email ID in the upper case, at that time also it will log in. It will check the content, but not the case sensitivity. Okay, write down this one also. Good, yeah, good approach. Completed? Fine. Fine. This is the introduction about the strings. What is a string? How you can create a string? Where it will create a string? And what are the things that are available in the string? Now, what is the most important part in the strings are that inbuilt available methods, and without using inbuilt available methods, how you can solve the program. Now, let's take the example of the same thing. Okay. Now I have taken ABC dot equals to method. It returned true when the both the name, content and case sensitive it was matching. In an interview, they will give you a question. Take the two string and check whether two strings are equals or not, or equal or not, without using inbuilt method. Means you cannot use dot equals method, you should write a program to check it. Okay. So here, if you learn now both what is the inbuilt method is going to do, and without inbuilt method, how you can achieve that same output, then your string concept is completed. Got the clarity? In the programming classes, what and all string concepts you have learned? Means what and all program types of programs you have learned? Hey, actually, malum. Tell me what and all palindrome we have learned, reversing a string we have learned, okay, alternating, changing a string we have learned.
Some question based on ASCII value.
Sorry, what?
Some questions based on ASCII value.
Yes, all programs, those are solved on with the help of ASCII values only. Okay, how to create an array, add it in this content into an array, split the string, and calculate the length without all these things program without using inbuilt methods you have learned, right? Then I will not go in depth. Then I'll just show you what and all things are happened, but still what and all important questions they are asking in an interview, I'll try to cover once again in the programming in our class also. Fine? Fine, guys. So shall we continue or enough for today? हाँ मैं वापस सॉल्व कराता हूँ क्लास में. Fine, guys. Then sufficient, guys, today. Let's wind up today, Friday, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Monday same stringy अभी बहुत है. हाँ वो पढ़ाएंगे. Yes, inbuilt methods दिखाऊंगा और उन inbuilt methods को without using inbuilt methods कैसे programming से solve करें वो दिखाऊंगा. Fine, guys. Enough for today, and I'll see you guys on Monday. And for you guys also, happy Ramzan in advance. Tomorrow is a Ramzan. Enjoy. Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you,
Either.
sir.